Hey friends, how you doing? I'm Christiana Gaudette. I am your tarot fairy godmother, and I am live on my YouTube channel. It's Thursday. That means it is time for the Tarot Topics Weekly Newsletter Recap. This week we're talking about the mighty power of the number 4. And we'll be doing readings having to do with that number. And I see a lot of you already here. Thanks for being here. And a lot of you coming up with great questions around this topic. So thanks so much for playing with me. I really appreciate it. And oh my goodness gracious, thank you so much, Claire, for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Claire is a member of this channel. That means she makes a monthly donation to keep this channel going, as does everyone whose name you see in green. And Claire has just made a contribution to support this broadcast. I absolutely appreciate that. So before we get going, let me just remind you, we've got Global Tarot Circle tonight. Tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be here for an hour. We'll do readings in the first half hour. And not only will I do readings, you'll do readings too. And in the second half hour, we will do some tarot study. Oh, Clumsy Clairvoyance, thank you so much for using your member chat to talk about my hair. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's so kind. Very good. So tonight, Global Tarot Circle, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Be here if you can. Saturday, that would be the day after tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Karen Winkle, you have to roll out of bed early. We're doing a class, and it's Major Arcana pairing. So here's what this is all about. Like, people will talk about natural pairs in the Major Arcana, whether by numerology and image, like the Devil and the Lovers, or like the Emperor and the Empress. We're going to expand on that and look at how different Major Arcana cards go together. So it's a really kind of deep and fun Major Arcana class that will be this Saturday, 10:30 a.m. Come live if you can. If you can't, it will be available to you. So that's Global Tarot Circle tonight, 7 p.m. Major Arcana pairing, 10:30 a.m. Saturday, and that's all Eastern Time. All right, so the number 4, it's the Emperor. It's the 4s in the Minor Arcana. The reason I chose the number 4 is it was like the volume 4, issue 40 of my newsletter. So I was like, oh, 4s, let's talk about 4. And 4 is such an interesting number because it is the number of stability. It's the number of bringing things into the physical world. So like if you think about 1 as the idea, and 2 as thinking about how it's going to happen, and 3 sort of doing the work to make it happen, when you get to 4, you actually have the manifestation. So it's solidity, it's stability, it's manifestation, it's the mundane, it's practicality. If 4 is your birth number, you are a practical, pragmatic person, right? But 4 is also a place where you can get stuck. You can get stuck in fear. You can get stuck in relationships. You can get stuck in thinking. You can get stuck in all kinds of things. But usually when we're stuck, at the end of the day, it's fear, right? At the end of the day, when you get through all the mental gyrations, isn't fear usually at the root of it? So I thought we would do some readings about that. And if you are not a subscriber to my newsletter, Tarot Topics, why not? Go to my website, christianagaudette.com or tarotbychristiana.com. Hit the button for newsletter. You can subscribe. You can read the newsletter. You can read last week's newsletter. You can read the newsletter since time began. Sort of. I think you can. And you can subscribe so you get them in your inbox every Wednesday. All right, so let's get going with readings. I will take these in the order that I see them. And again, they have to be questions that are somehow related to stability, manifestation, stuckness. So something having to do with the 4 energy. That's what we're doing here today. All right. And oh my goodness gracious. Thank you so much, Clumsy Clairvoyance, for the super chat. Clumsy Clairvoyance is also a member here, and she has her own channel here on YouTube, so definitely check her out. Same name, Clumsy Clairvoyance. And she has just made a generous super sticker. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. All right. So, Moonlight Tarot, you're the first one I see. Can I manifest being stable with Adele? And if yes, how? And, you know, you can have moments of stability because there really is a connection there. I mean, there obviously is, or you wouldn't be in this. But the key is going to be accepting him and accepting the situation exactly the way it is. There is one person in this situation who is going to have to accept and bend, and that person is you, not him. And that's what it would take. So up to you beyond that. Okay. Maria Miri, so nice to see you. How can I manifest stability in my life? You know, this is going to sound counterintuitive, but you have to think about what brings you joy. It's not just about what's going to pay the bills or how to take care of the basics. There is something deeper there. And it really is about what at the end of the day will bring you joy. And if you can go in that direction, that will also bring you stability. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but that's how it shows up. Okay, the Night Wisdom Tarot. How can I get stability with my boyfriend? It's going to take a lot of honesty and a lot of work. And the thing is, are we sure that the two of you are on the same page? Are we sure that the two of you want the same things? That's really where some of my questions are. You know, are you really both there? Because if you're not both there, then it's not going to happen, right? So you have to have that communication to see if you are. White Magic Witch, so nice to see you. Okay, am I going to be in a stable relationship in the future? And the answer is, yeah, I think it's going to take a little time, and I think you have to be careful not to jump on a relationship just because you don't want to be single. I think you have to be careful to find the right one. And so that's about knowing that your own stability comes from within. Delia Lossie. How can I get a stable mind and manifest good mental health? Yeah, we all need to do that. For you specifically, I think you have to be patient with yourself. I think you need to meditate. It might be good to seek some kind of therapy because I think there's some generational issues that you're dealing with that could be problematic. Pamela Thies, so nice to see you. What do I need to know to embrace my role as a leader and build a stable, thriving business? And you bring in another aspect of 4, very important, which is leadership. There's definitely leadership in the number 4, and we see that with the Emperor. So what do you need to know to embrace that? It's a great question, and I love it. You need to know that, you know, we're always learning. We're always growing. If you wait until you know everything you need to know, then there'll be no leaders in the world, right? Because we'll never be there. So know that you're ready and that you will continue to be a student. We're always students. I'm a student, you're a student, we're always students. You will continue to be a student, but you're nonetheless ready. And so finding that balance between having the student mind, the beginner mind, and also leadership, and putting those together. Clumsy Clairvoyance, thanks for being here. Thanks for the super sticker, and thanks for being a member. What in my current foundation, what might need to be changed or worked upon? Great question. Honestly, I think there's something in some of your belief systems about yourself, about life, about what's possible. Even though you're a very positive person, I think you hang on to some negative thinkings or negative stories about yourself that do not serve you. Figure out what those are and let them go. And that will be very good and very positive for you. Laura S., thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. And I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time. Good to see you. Claire C. Oh, what a great question. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Which of the 4 elements is unstable for me? Oh, I love that. I love that. And, if we looked at your astrology chart, we might see something there. What I'm going to look at is through tarot. And so that will be more at this time, not necessarily throughout the course of your life. So right now, so there's a lot. Sorry, it's not just one. Water. I think you can get into a place of emotion that is hard for you, that you have some unprocessed sorrow that you need to get through, and you need to find a way to process. And I think fire, you're very creative, but you don't always let yourself just kind of be in that space of joy with creativity. And with earth, you do not feel secure even though you are. So I would say that was 3 out of 4, so work on all of them, which we all kind of need to do, right? Karen Winkle, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Where can I use the power of 4 to manifest something positive in my life? What a great question. I'm going to show my cards. It is time to put your energy into seriously building your business as a reader and teacher. Waste no time, waste no energy. It is time, and yes, you have to put energy into it, but doing this will empower you. It is time, my friend. You can run, but you cannot hide. Joanne Smith, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for being here. What lesson does 4 have for me? Recognizing your own powers of manifestation. And since you are schooled in the art of magic, recognize your ability to use it. And trust your authority to know when to use it. Christina R., so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. I'd also like to know where I can use the power of 4 to manifest something positive in my life. Certainly. So good to see you here today. Ooh, the Chariot. Do you need a new car? Do you want to take a trip? Is this really just more metaphoric about moving yourself forward in life? Interesting. I did shuffle, and interesting that your mom got the Chariot too. I think it's a lot. As I look at more cards, it's a lot about moving yourself forward in life with school, knowing that school is going to do that for you, being patient with that, but then also giving yourself the tools you need along the way. Hey, Von Ray, nice to see you today. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Hey, Peggy Lou, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Your card of the day was the Emperor. That's perfect. Okay. Hey, Samantha, nice to see you. Having trouble finding a job. How can I find stability with finding a new job? I see you finding a job either with someone that you already know or doing something you have done before. So look at like what you've already done that you already know and people that you know who can help you. And that will take you to where you need to be. Von Ray, how can I get out of feeling like I am still stuck and stagnant? And the thing is, you're really not. In reality, you're not. But I think you were for so long that you're so comfortable feeling that way, you still do. It's like the person who's been in jail and the door is unlocked, but they can't come out because they've just been in there for so long. So how can you get over that? I think it's about what you tell yourself. I think it's about what you give yourself permission to do. I feel like because you were stuck for so long, it's going to take a while before you start to feel unstuck. And so you might just need to be patient with it. Ali Mammon, nice to see you. How can I manifest my lifetime career and family goals? By removing whatever blocks. Very good, very good. By trusting enough to believe that it's possible and believe that it can happen. You got to believe in it. You got to see it. You got to know it can happen. You have to trust it. Seriously. I know that sounds trite, but it's true, but it's also true for you because it's what comes up in the cards for you. Gemini Sun, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. And thanks for reading the newsletter. How do I manifest my dreams when the instability and my insecurities and overthinking keeps getting in the way? Yeah. You got to be patient with yourself. And don't shame yourself. If you're in that place of overthinking, acknowledge it, laugh a little, and move on. Do not be in a place of shaming yourself in it, if that makes sense. And so allow yourself to be yourself. And, sometimes it's about embracing rather than trying to correct. And by embracing it, it will naturally correct. Sorry, both Karen and Joanne are like, yeah, I got told. Sorry. Yeah. Hey, Horse Fam Dunn, nice to see you. Oh, interesting. Okay, Peggy Lou, you got me. This is one I hadn't thought of, but it works with the number 4. What's coming up for me in the next 4 months? All righty then. I think some opportunity to be creative. Maybe some good news regarding managing your health. Maybe some nice connection with people that you enjoy. The next 4 months are not likely to suck. Which, during a pandemic, that's all right? We can deal with not sucking. Okay. Baby Cakes, nice to see you. Thank you for being here. There's a cartoon character called Baby Cakes. I don't know if you've named yourself after this character. I'm guessing probably not because the personality is different. But I have to say, I do make that connection in my head and I laugh. Sorry, I just have to say that. Okay. Where am I out of balance? I love cartoons. That's the thing. Where am I out of balance in the 4 elements? I love that question. And honestly, I think you're doing a pretty good job. If anything, Earth, you need more grounding. Do root chakra meditation, do grounding, feel connected to the earth. That will help. Horse Fam Dunn, thanks for being a member here and thanks for being here today. I need to find some emotional and creative stability. Oh, and thank you. All right. I like it when you compliment my ensemble. All right. Emotional and creative stability. This is something I said something similar to someone earlier, and your cards come up similarly. There are things that are making you feel unstable. It's not like your fault or something bad you're doing. There are things going on that don't feel good. And the only way around them is through them. So allow yourself to feel the things. And it's like, whenever Taylor Swift breaks up with someone, she writes a new song, right? She has a hit. Same thing with a lot of musicians. So whatever you're feeling that is creating that emotional instability, let that inspire your creativity. Feel it and let the uncomfortable feelings inspire you. Okay, very good. Oh, the Baby Cake song, I Want to Live on a Mountain. I love that song. Is that what you're thinking about? I hope it's what you're thinking about, where the eagle says, hey, hey, hey. Yeah, I really love that. The people who don't know what we're talking about must think I'm totally crazy, but there it is, because Dan Neely is cool. Okay. So with that, I feel like I've come to the end of the questions. Did I miss anyone? I'm so sorry if I missed anyone. If I did, please forgive me and please reiterate. Please join us tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Time for Global Tarot Circle. The link is already up. Please join us Saturday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. The link is already up for our class on Major Arcana pairing. That'll be fun. And I thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate you. If you're wondering what song I was thinking of, you can go right here go to YouTube. Well, you're already on YouTube. Just look up Baby Cakes, I Want to Live on a Mountain. Oh, no. No, the song about the ladies making cupcakes. Something completely different, not about living on a mountain at all. Huh. But is it the same Baby Cakes? If it is, I'm really going to have to go find it. I'll go looking. I'll go looking. Hey, Betty, nice to see you. Did you have a question? I'm here for extraneous questions. It's last call for reading, Shaw. So silly. I'm in a silly mood today. I'm sorry. Talking about like four and stability and all of that. What am I doing? I'm talking about weird, crazy cartoons. But, whatever brings you joy, I guess, right? Right? All right. My friends, last call for readings. And speaking of readings, of course, I am available for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom, in person here in Palm City, right at this table. Just reach out. You can go to my website to find my contact information and also schedule directly right there if you like. Christiana Gaudet, tarotbychristiana.com. And oh, hey, a new episode of Starcast has just dropped featuring Amber Highland of the Cartomancer interviewing me. You can find it on the Starcast, STAARCAST YouTube channel. The link for that is right on this channel. Go ahead and check it out. It's a fun interview. Oh, didn't know how to ask about the fours. So Betty, it could be about, I'm just going to do it for you. I'm going to do a four reading for you. We're going to do the four elements for you. What element might be unstable in your life at this time, Betty? Betty, you need more fire in your life. You need to feel inspiration. Spend time with a candle. Do something creative. Enjoy art. Enjoy things of beauty. That would be very helpful for you. All right, my friends. I'll hope to see you tonight, 7 p.m. Grab your cards. Come join us. Thank you so much for being here today. I will look forward to seeing you then. Take care.